There are people out there that think that Adele is a better singer than Beyoncé. I never thought in all of my years that this debate would be a legitimate problem, but apparently it actually is. I think it's very clear where I stand on this. I do lots of Beyoncé videos on this channel. I thought that it would be cool to actually entertain this debate, only because I feel like there are a lot of things that are obvious to people that have a technical ear for singing, but at the same time, I think that there's a lot of things that people who have a technical ear are actually missing that people are actually saying in this debate. So let's get into the debate. Hello everybody, O'Neil Gerald Donald here. So I was scrolling on Instagram and I found a post from somebody that was saying that their best friend says that Adele can out-sing Beyoncé. And unbeknownst to me, this debate has been long-standing, actually. It's been something that people have been talking about for a very long time. Now, the standpoint that I like to take on this channel is never one of competition, because every single singer has their own lane and all artists are great in their own right. So my goal with getting into this debate is not necessarily to say someone is better than someone, but I do want to investigate to see why one side would say that Beyoncé is a better singer than Adele and why another side would say that Adele is a better singer than Beyoncé. Let's go through Instagram and see what people are saying. So my best friend says Adele will out-sing Beyoncé, meaning that she sings better than Beyoncé, and if they were to have a sing-off, Adele would win. I think that what people think a singer is, or what it means to sing or out-sing somebody, I think that the definition is kind of getting a little bit smeared. So let me look up the definition of what it means to be a singer, and let's see if we can actually make a definition here. Okay, so according to Google, a singer is someone who sings, especially as a job. I should have been able to predict that. But anyway, what it means to sing is make musical sounds with the voice, especially words with a set tune. Now, what I want to do is actually kind of thread in a little bit of the connotation. A lot of people, when they say the word singer, mean more than just somebody who sings. So when I hear somebody talking about a singer, I don't think they're just trying to get somebody who is a vocalist, rather somebody who studies the art of singing and learns how to use their voice. They're looking for somebody who tells a compelling story with their voice, as well as somebody who is able to recreate that feeling live, whether it be a great technical performance or whether it was a great storytelling moment, just being able to recreate that moment live. Now, this is hard to do because as a vocal coach, I'm somebody that thinks about technique a lot, but I think that a lot of the people that are answering this question are not people who are students of technique or students of the art of singing in a technical aspect. Tank, a well-known R&B artist, says what? I can hear the sarcasm in that, and I actually kind of see where he's coming from. Like, what do you mean that Beyoncé would be outsung by? And even if it was anybody being Adele, I think that a Tank is actually getting a little bit at where I'm coming from in terms of the technical aspect. Beyoncé is a masterful technician when it comes to her voice and when it comes to the use of her voice. Adele is not known as a technician, especially in the singing world. Beyoncé can do more vocally, but I think there's something else that's being said here. Let's see if we can find it. A conversation most aren't ready to have. Okay, so this person believes that Adele is a better singer than Beyoncé. Why don't we expand the conversation and see what's happening? Why would they have such a meaningless conversation? I love Adele to pieces, but no, she'll tell you herself. And that's my thing. I don't think Adele would ever say that she's a better vocalist than Beyoncé. I don't see it in her world. Adele has range and vocals. Let's talk about it. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not saying that Adele doesn't have range or a good vocal. Adele has a very convincing vocal. I feel like she's one of the most authentic artists that are out right now. I feel like the stories that she writes and the stories that she tells with her music is extremely believable. And I don't think that a lot of people are taking that into account when people consider somebody like Adele. And there's a big reason why Adele sells the way that she does. She's extremely relatable, and she tells her story in a way that people can relate to. I don't think she uses her voice in its full capability the way that Beyoncé does, but Adele does have some belts in her. Culture Inquirer says, Beyoncé can sing any Adele song. Can Adele cover any Beyoncé song? That's actually a really good way of putting it. Here's the thing with that. If you're talking in terms of technique, Beyoncé can take on any Adele song. If you're talking about singing all of the notes correctly, getting all of the runs correctly, Beyoncé can do that in her sleep. Can Adele do that for any Beyoncé song? No. Beyoncé's technical capabilities are larger. Now that is on a technical spectrum, but can Beyonce achieve the storytelling that Adele does on any one of Adele's songs? I actually don't think so. Mainly because Adele's stories are Adele's stories and Beyonce's stories are Beyonce's stories in terms of the songs that they do sing. Now, will Beyonce be able to dig into everything that an Adele song brings in terms of the heartbreak, in terms of, I guess, the reflection on life? I think Beyonce would be able to recreate it and try to use her technique to recreate it, but I don't think that Beyonce would be able to tell the stories the way that Adele does. And so a part of the debate that people actually aren't realizing is a part of the debate is who actually tells a better story. How many octaves does Adele sing? 3. How many octaves does Beyonce sing? 7. I think that's my big thing. I think that a lot of this debate is not on fact. A lot of it is based on subjective opinion, which is completely fine. It's okay to like Adele more than you like Beyonce. But when you allow your subjectivity to invade objective facts, data, results, that's when I get confused. So putting a pin in this objectivity debate, and this is part of the reason why I actually wanted to record this video, because what Adele has is so powerful that people are willing to conflate fact with opinion. The relatability that Adele has is something that people revere so much that they are willing to defend it by any means necessary. And even though Adele isn't as technically skilled, what she does do actually is the mark of an unforgettable vocalist, even when put up against a technician like Beyonce, who is also an unforgettable vocalist. And a lot of you that are singers are often told that you need to choose between one or the other, good stories or good technique. And a lot of you have become slaves to either the storytelling or to the technique. You're so technical that you have no opportunity to actually dig in to your own experiences and share them with your audience, or you're so much on the story side that you are getting lost in your emotions and hurting your voice in a way that you wouldn't had you had good technique. And that's part of the reason why I actually created a free resource for singers that have been locked in either world. So I want you to go to reclaimyourvoice.ca/masterclass and watch my masterclass, because there I'm actually going to be able to actually talk about a little bit of both of those worlds and how they actually can work together to allow you to create a legacy from your music. Because a debate like this allows technique and story to actually clash in ways they actually don't have to. And this clash that's openly happening with an artist like Beyonce and an artist like Adele, that clash actually happens on the inside with singers all the time. And I want to give you the tools to be able to resolve that inner conflict. So I want you to go to reclaimyourvoice.ca/masterclass and watch my masterclass, okay? So this is what I had to say, but I encourage you to go into the comments and respectfully give me your own opinion on this this debate. And I encourage you not to just comment about who you feel is a better artist or who you feel is a better singer, but actually comment on what I was talking about, on how we actually measure a singer, what singing actually means to you. I actually really want to hear a lot of that in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're new, because this is the place where we reclaim your voice, reclaiming my voice. I'm O'Neil Gerald Donald, and I'm going to see you in another video, okay? Bye, everyone.